guys, it's Renee here. So today I thought I would show you my everyday makeup look. So first up we are starting off with the Rimmel London Wake Me Up foundation. Now this is the older version, they have since updated it and it's not my favourite. But I really like this one even though it is really old. And I'm also using this one because I have fake tan on and none of the other foundations really match. So anyway, I'm just going ahead and applying this with my hands. I find that this gets a more natural look and it allows the product to really sink into your skin. I kind of just apply one layer, kind of like a not foundation, like a moisturizer kind of thing, just making sure everywhere has an even amount of product. Just making sure I get under my eyes and my eyelids, and then making sure that it's all just nicely blended, and then any excess that I have on my hands I like to spread that down my neck so I don't have any lines or anything. Then I'm just going ahead and applying another layer. I just like to tap this one in to allow a bit more coverage. My cheeks and that have quite a lot of pigmentation, so yeah, I just like to pat that all in. It also helps blend everything a bit more better. So yeah, just doing it like a fancy way, having my pinkies out, you know, making sure it's nice and blended into my hairline, and yeah, just making sure there's not really any streaks, and yeah, just blending away. Next up, we're going to set the foundation with the Australis powder. I like to go in and set my eyes first and anywhere that creases, because otherwise I'll just be a creasy mess and that's not really nice. So yeah, we just go in, set the laugh lines, and then kind of go in and just set the rest of my face. Go under the eyes because I get quite a lot of creasing there, and just make sure everything's blended, and same for the other side. And then yeah, just go ahead and set the rest of the face. I kind of just like to apply a smaller amount of powder to the rest of my face, like the sides of my face don't get oily, so just like to pack the most amount in the T-zone, especially my nose because that gets really oily. And then I have no makeup by the end of the day, which is not nice. But anyway, yeah, so anywhere in the T-zone I like to just pat it in, and then also just do the neck as well because you don't want to miss out on that. Now I'm just going to bronze up my face with Hoola. I like to contour, so I start off towards my ear, which I put the most amount of product in, and then kind of blend it down into the side of my face. And then I also like to blend it in my hairline so I don't have any white patches showing. And then I like to bring that up into the temples a little bit, and then just repeat the same on the other side, so putting the most amount of product towards the hairline and then bringing it down, blending it into the hairline, and then again up into the temples. Now for the forehead, because I don't have a forehead, I have a 5 head, so I like to put the most amount of product right at the top, and then again blend it down, blend it into the hairline so everything's nice and seamless, and then also the temples, and then bring that down again. And repeat on the other side. I also like to have like baby hairs that I like to push back before blending so I don't look like a crazy woman. It's also a great tip. And then under my bottom lip to make it look like I have a fuller lip, and then just down the sides of my nose, at the bottom of my nose, and then kind of all over my nose. Now to kill two birds with one stone, I don't know what I'm doing there. I like to just use the bronzer as eyeshadow as well. Same brush, just whack it on. It gives just a nice, just a nice dusting over the eyes. I think it just makes my eyes stand out a little bit more. And then I also like to kind of bring it down towards my eyebrows and then down like the side of my nose, so everything's all nice and seamless. So now like my face has bronze everywhere instead of just contour. Now I'm highlighting. Because I have fake tan, I'm going to use the more goldy shade in this palette. This palette is amazing. It's so cheap, it's like $10, and the highlighters in there, I think they're the best ones I have. Anyway, so we are just applying the highlighter to the high points of my face. So just the cheekbones, and then also the brow bone. This is also a great trick if you have not plucked your eyebrows in a long time. Put highlighter on there and then they disappear. And then I also just put it on my cupid's bow, and then the excess just onto the tip of my nose and then above my eyebrows, and I just like to make sure everything's nice and blended. Now it's time for blush. This is my favorite blush ever, and I just like to swirl a bit and start it off by putting it on the apples of my cheeks just a little bit, and then blend it between the contour and the highlight, and kind of blend the highlight as well so it's not as harsh, and it just makes it really nice and natural, gives you a really glowy look, and it's also not so obvious that you just have a massive strap of highlight on there, so it's kind of like a foolproof step, if that makes sense. So just make sure the sides are even and apply as much as you like. I like blush, and I also like to pop it onto my nose just to tie the whole look in. Now I'm just applying some lip balm because I find that I usually get foundation on my lips and that's not cute. You don't want that. Next step is I just like to brush out my eyebrows. I don't actually put any product in them because I have my eyebrows tattooed, so don't need to worry about that. So this step is pretty much just brushing any of the product that may have gotten in there, and I also like to use my hands as well. That gets any powder off the actual hairs so they stand out a little bit more. Now time for some mascara. I do this weird step. It's probably not great, but I do it anyway. I just like to use my fingers to get any excess powder off my lashes, because otherwise if you leave it on there it can make your eyelashes look quite clumpy, and that's not a look that I prefer, so that's what I do. Now I'm just applying some mascara. I use the Benefit Roller Lash mascara. It is the best mascara in the world. The brush on the application is like really stiff because it's made out of plastic, so it really allows you to like fully brush your lashes and like push them up. That's what you want to do, and it makes them nice and curly. A lot of times people ask if I have fake eyelashes on, and I do not. It's just this mascara. Hashtag not sponsored, lol. And it is also a requirement that you do the ugly mascara face. Otherwise, the mascara is not on your side. Okay, hurry up with the mascara, mate. Any day now. Any day. So this one was not cooperating. The other eye works out great. This eye hates me. So what I'm doing now is I'm just getting any excess mascara that may have gotten on my bottom lashes, because I don't like that look, so I get rid of it. And then I usually get mascara on my lid, so I just get a little cotton tip and just flick off the little specks of mascara so that everything's nice and clean. And then I also just use the other end to again go through my eyebrows to make sure there's no foundation and powder in them, to make sure they pop out a bit more and don't blend into my face, because you want your eyebrows to be popping. Anyway, that is the finished look. Here's me. I don't know what I'm doing. It's pretty natural, pretty standard, pretty easy. Roxy makes an appearance, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you did, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.